crowds squished together to play the winners of the festival's PAX 10's selection of indie games picked by judges. The price-free floor space at PAX West. Considering the crowds, that's not a bad prize. PAX's free-play board game rooms were next to this lovely library of games. Attendees could borrow one game at a time, whatever they wanted, so long as they checked in with a government-issued ID. One of PAX's many cozy beanbag lounges. Rules for the beanbag lounge. This man is clearly not obeying one of the rules. Some PAX West attendees hid these notes around the expo as a live game of sorts. PAX West was full of rideable, photo-posing dragons this year. Here's one for Middle-earth Shadow of War. And here's Monster Hunter World's take on the dragon pose genre. And one more dragon pose, this one courtesy of Ark Survival Evolved. Capcom's merch selection at PAX. The cutest little zombie plush at PAX the Behemoth returned to PAX West once more with its usual selection of giant arcade cabinets full of the company's cartoony games. Being a giant ambulatory cupcake fills you with determination. Super Slime Arena tried to set itself apart with a variety of compatible controllers, including Donkey Konga bongos and the Dreamcast fishing controller. Much like E3, Nintendo's booth was full of new Donk City accoutrements to promote Super Mario Odyssey. Want your game to stand out on the show floor? Pretend you're showing it on retro-flavored court displays, complete with bunny ears. Gorn is perhaps the best wiggly weapon battling game ever made for the HTC Vive. Attendees at this cage installation could join in the fun by using controllers to control the combatants that the VR player would face. Trapping people playing VR in cages seems kind of cruel, but also effective. I'm kind of amazed we haven't seen setups like this in more arcades. Bethesda set up an alternate history faux diner in which people could play the new Wolfenstein. Note the common damned strawberry milkshake sign. A giant fauxiphone helps attract people to try out Reigns Her Majesty, a game that asks you to make the tough decisions of a monarch. No, this device isn't broken. It's just one of Ultra Pong's more psychedelic game modes. In the retro gaming room, players competed at some silly challenges, like playing WarioWare with a dance pad. It's tougher than it sounds. Another retro game room challenge asked players to fight in Super Smash Bros. Using a steering wheel controller. Awkward. The era of big box PC games isn't completely over, thanks to the efforts of Indie Box. Switch accessories in crazy color schemes were a big attraction at this year's event. The hot new cosplay trend junk food, easily the best Chun-Li cosplay we saw at PAX West 2017. That is not a dragon statue, but an actual cosplayer who walked around the convention very slowly. This guy was using all 10 of these 3DS systems to street pass with himself. Yes, really. Microsoft's purchase of Mojang pays off in an exclusive console skin. The Super NES Classic Edition was only being shown behind glass. Ars Technica's Sam Makovech was stoked to see a giant inflatable version of Atlas Reactor's pup character. We hear this snack has reached an all-time low in concurrent Nibolas. Even the indie mega booth was slammed. The crowds were nuts. One of the Xbox booth's longest lines was for the console's upcoming port of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Pit People was the main game at the Behemoth's booth this year. Nintendo hosted giant screen battles in its latest Nintendo Switch games, and they all drew giant crowds. This cute Coupe Zelda throwback oozed with style. You can't have a Sony booth without giant Gran Turismo Sport cockpits, complete with mounted screens. Sony's booth included a rare look at unreleased games for PS4's PlayLink Game with Phone platform. Seattle's legendary retro game shop Pink Gorilla always sets up a rainbow spread of toys. If you waited in enough lines to play so many Bethesda demos, you'd get to spin this prize wheel. Bethesda game fans wait in line to try the company's upcoming VR games. Everywhere we looked, we found independent and self-published board game demos. Chessex is happy to help you restock your dice coffers via this random grab mug system. The indie game publisher Limited Run gave away the suitcase full of some of the company's rarest titles. Bungie was selling all kinds of stuff at PAX West. The only thing they weren't selling was early access to Destiny 2. A crashed Destiny spacecraft right next to Seattle's Paramount Theater. A Lego take on Destiny's Ghost character. A Destiny weapon with a computer built inside. Lines for Destiny 2 gameplay in the Paramount Theater. Dell's booth included demos of the company's upcoming Windows mixed reality headset and hand controllers. We've been so busy sorting through all the pictures we took at last weekend's PAX West Expo and fighting off the remnants of some virulent PAX pox that we haven't gotten around to posting our favorite images from the show until now. As you scroll through our gallery, see if you can find an unreleased console that is already worth many times its retail value on the secondary market. A console originally released in 1977. A DJ Hero controller, a street sign named after a minor Super NES character, a handwritten sign that's signed "You're welcome," a typed piece of paper signed "Drive," exoskeleton, a sign that promises a baked ham dinner, a man disobeying the instructions at a beanbag lounge, a Shaker Slate Nintendo Switch case, a game box with a tongue, a food item named after an underperforming Gearbox video game, a stuffed pig, a Blastoise listing image by Sam Markovich,